reminding us that even the smallest rock can have a hand at sculpting worlds. Asteroid.
Hello guys, Nation here. We are 2 weeks into the league now, and today I wanted to show you my Setstacker Avalanche Shaman build for this league. It actually performed kinda good, we got 100 with it, and in the top 50 in overall ladder and top 10 in the Shaman ladder. It's not meta like the reflect builds we see dominating the league right now, but still it's something special. It has good clear speed and monos, decent damage with bosses and good defenses for hardcore, to survive everything the game throws at us. If you like crafting, this is the build for you, because you need to craft a lot, but more to this later when we discuss the itemization. Everything we discuss in this video is open to interpretation though, you don't have to follow every point one to one here. See it more like an inspiration for your next build and try things out to find the optimal way which fits you. One more thing before we start. This is my first guide, and if you have any ideas how I can do something better in my videos, please share it with me in the comments so I can work on it. If you like what I do, consider a subscribe. I know my microphone quality is not the best right now, but I will get a better one in the near future. Now, let's get into this. First, we will get an idea how to get started with Primalist. And I'm gonna be honest here, leveling with Primalist is not optimal compared to the other classes. No matter if you get Gathering Storm, Tempest Strike or Swipe, the first levels are gonna always feel clunky. If you have a friend that can give you the end of time TP, just take it and get your Storm Totem. It will make things much easier for you in the beginning. In my case, I got Tempest Strike. I got the very few points in attack speed and mana cost reduction. Later I got down to Wind Fury Force, Firm Grip, Calm Seas, Crashing Waves, Grounded Refuge, and Resurgence of the Land, to get rid of the 2 Tempests and get even more mana cost reduction. The first 20 points in Primalist should look something like this. Natural Attunement and Primal Strength are your main attributes at the beginning. Those two are interchangeable and you can take what you need. Hunter's Restoration on the other hand is increased health percentage. It's always mandatory even in the late game. Primal Medicine and Ancient Call will come in handy later down the line, but it gives you at the beginning flat health and increased companion health. After we unlock our Shaman tree, we want to spend 25 points into it. We want to get Avalanche as fast as possible. My first 8 points are in Shamanic Infusion. I got the Entwined and Elemental Penetration. Lagonium Rev is really good for damage, so consider to take it. After that you have to balance out Tempest Form, Totemic Fury and Silent Protector. If you need life, take Tempest Form. If you need armor or mana regeneration, take Silent Protector. And if you need attack speed, take Totemic Fury. It's just important to get the 25 points done. Around this point we should have 3 specialized skills. We keep Tempest Strike specialized and get 3 more points in Gladiator of Lagerung for the shared spell damage buff for our Stone Totem. The second skill after we get Shaman is the Storm Totem itself. First we get mana efficiency on it and shock chance. With the nodes Storm Rider, Exploit Weakness and Press Your Advantage, we get move speed and more damage against shocked enemies. Our third skill is Avalanche. That's why we got all the passive skill 3 points. First thing again is the mana cost reduction. We get a little bit of damage and the conversion to cold. After that you can go to Frost Touch to freeze more easily and get more hit damage against frozen enemies. It's worth to mention that at this point leveling gets very easy. You are the caster with Avalanche that is very high damage and gets support from your Storm Totem. When you don't have mana, get into melee and refresh your mana with Tempest Strike. After we get Avalanche, we can get 15 points into Druid, so we unlock our Summon Spriggan skill. The way I have done it is to get the flat health and flat mana from Spirit Warden maxed out. After that I got 5 points in Druidic Prowess for the attributes, 3 points to Chitinous Placing for flat armor and a little bit of endurance. Around this time you might start with your first monoliths, that's why we need defense. For this I got into the Beastmaster tree and maxed out the using strength node. With this we get strength and less damage taken from nearby enemies. To further this effect, I got Boar Heart to get the aspect of the boar duration on traversal or evade and less damage taken. After that you want to advance in your Shaman tree. That's why I got 7 points into shared increased cold damage and flat damage. This node is really good. After that I got elemental shrines for more attunement and even more increased mana regen per attunement. Now we should have all 5 skills unlocked. The 5th skill doesn't matter at this point. I allocated Gathering Storm just to level it with me. Tempest Strike will go further into Laganian Shamanism, Tempestuous Legend and Blizzard's Wrath to get Tempest Chance on all other strikes. You can, if you want, get points into Wind Fury Force instead of getting the Tempest Chance. We do nothing special with our Stone Totem. We just converted it to cold so it can chill and gets an AoE. This AoE can, by the way, help you while leveling, so if you want you can allocate it faster than that. We max out everything else. Back to Avalanche, our next few important points is the base crit chance. That's why we get all 3 of them. If you want to allocate Gathering Storm as your specialized 5th skill, you can go to Grounding and Stormcaller to get Storm stacks. Otherwise, if you play with a different 5th skill while leveling, don't do that and get more hit damage. Finally, we have our Spriggan. Our Spriggan is very powerful and buffs us in many ways. For that, you have to go down here and get Aura of Kinship and Aura of Retribution for base crit chance, crit avoidance and spell damage. If you have more points than that, you can go and get dodge rating per attunement for your minions. That includes the Spriggan and your Storm Totem. If you even have more points than that, go to Ensnaring Roots and buff the skill. Now, if you decide to level with Gathering Storm, just take all nodes that had something to do with the Storm Bolt. We took Stormbolt chance, Stormbolt repeat chance, chance to gain stacks, haste chance on Storm stack, and expand Storm stacks on companion use. If you have more points, just convert it to cold at this point. You don't need to skill damage on this tree because it's only a tool to get spell crit. Now we are finally at around level 100. So what you want on your Shaman tree is the Iron Bark maxed out. It gives you flat life and armor. You get as well Health Dragon per attunement, which is really strong in an attribute stacker build like this. The other node we want to max out is the Ascendant Circle. You get more spell damage with an active totem. Rune of Aether is shared spell damage and I max it out as well. It just gives a real nice damage boost. And the last node we want to max out is Urban Supremacy. You get more attunement and endurance threshold. At this point you should have 60% endurance as well. So after we get 100 and we have a lot of our gear set up, we can see we have a lot of skill points. In Stone Topple it's pretty easy, you just max out what we have skilled before. Our Spriggan gets converted to cold and he gets more defenses. This is important because if he dies we are not crit capped anymore. Important note, you need one affix with crit avoidance or like me, just fix it with idols. One other thing to mention is that you have to autocast his ability. This way he gets regeneration, you get the healing and he survives much longer. After you have enough points in Tempest Strike, you want to max out everything we had before and get Sky Opener as well as Soaring Blows. This gives you cold penetration and with Sky Opener we can expand Storm stacks on hit. It's similar with our Avalanche skill. We max everything out that makes damage. What's more important is that we get the Storm stack chance on Stormcaller. Because this is the only mechanic that makes Storm stacks when we have no Storm stacks. Every other mechanic we have on our build is expanding Storm stacks and it's not the same as creating one. When you have points over, just get the AoE on these two nodes. Our philosophy with Gathering Storm is still the same. The only thing we need is that this spell crits. So what we get is the Stormbolt chance, chance to gain stack, haste chance, at expanding with totems and our minions as well. What I've done is as well converting it to cold. I will post a link for every of the steps down below in the description. So, with the leveling done, let's talk quick about the blessings. All our blessings will focus on defenses. The first blessing is the Grand Memory of Light from the Black Sun. The second one is the Grand Rhythm of the Tide, which gives us increased health regen and health rating in the timeline ending the storm. The next one is the Grand Resolve of Humanity that gives us plus 20 to all resistance on Macroll in Reign of Dragons. Grand Bulwark of the Tundra we get in the Age of Winter and gives us increased armor. And last but not least, Grand Body of Obsidian, which gives us 320 armor in Spirits of Fire. Now finally we can talk about itemization. Let's start with the uniques. The most important unique we have is the Legion's Entwined. It's mandatory, it enables our build. We have 4 sets all in all after we set up our rares, so we get plus 20 to all attributes from our sets, plus 20 to all resistances from our sets, plus 4 to all skills from our sets, and we get another plus 2 all attributes from the ring itself, as well a little bit of cast and attack speed. Our next unique and the other ring is of course a red ring. It's just the best item in the game for hardcore and it's no problem with this build to get the 180 total attributes at all. We get everything we need, it's just an all-rounder, a no-brainer, we take it. Our next unique is Throne of Ambition. We get more cold damage and more armor, which is really handy. As well, we polish our damage versus rares and bosses. For our amulet slot, we take Evolution's End. It's just a really good item. If we look at a good rolled one, we get plus 6 all attributes, plus 10 increased movement speed, plus 15 to all resistances, is plus 2 to all level of all skills. This is insanity. We can't miss that. Our last unique is the Brewmaster's Belt. It's purely for defenses and we get our endurance cap like this very easily. Now we have to talk about our rares. Because we need to stack our sets actually. So we need set charts, put them into our forge in our items and get the set bonus. We need to differ here a little bit. With sets we just want the set bonus from, and sets where the affix we craft is actually usable. First I will show you all the items we need with sealed affixes. It can be tier 1, it doesn't matter. The first set will be Zinafia's set. We want it on a shield and we don't need a high tier on it, so just seal it to activate the set bonus. We have here an example of an item how it might look like. We get plus 2 to all minion skills with this set. The second set will be Halva's set. Same like with Zinafia's, we don't need a high tier here. Just seal it on tier 1 and you are done with the item. The set bonus itself is quite strong though. You get 20 cold damage flat, plus 2 to level of Avalanche, and the chance to cast Avalanche boulders every time you crit with a spell. With our Tempests and our Gathering Storm, this is quite much. Here we get our activator to auto bomb with Avalanche even more. The third set will be Boardman's set. This set is mainly just to activate Legends Entwined and get more attributes. It does a little bit of healing and warding, but it's not much. The affixes as well are not that impressive, you just need them on tier 1. The Scepter one, however, automates your Storm Totem, which is very nice. Just seal it on your body armor and your Scepter and you are fine. Last but not least, we have the last beer set. This is, in my opinion, the best set, and you should try to get it as fast as possible. As you can see, the set bonus is endurance threshold per strength. You get 30 strength, which is insane, and both affixes are really good. Try to get them on tier 7 with Havocs, or at least a tier 5. Here I made a small overview for you guys with which slot needs which set item and if you need to just seal it or you need it on a higher tier. The last thing we need is one idol that creates avalanche boulders on spell cast or on melee hit. They both work, I use the spell one. In the build planner on level 100 you have the full itemization with some examples how your items might look like. Now we conclude a little here. As you can see, you have like 300 all attributes altogether. We are crit avoidance capped. We have 11,500 armor, 46 block chance with 41 mitigation, all rise capped, 4,500 health. This is the current state of my build. and I'm really happy about it right now, but we still can get many upgrades. For example, my weapon is not the best, my relic is not the best, my shield is not the best, and my chest is really bad. But yeah, it still works, so if you get good items, it can even get crazier than that. When we look at our skill trees, we have 27, 27, 25, 27, 27 skill points, which again is a lot. I can bump this up by one more, but I don't have the amulet for that. So yeah, we have to go with that. To the playstyle, one tip: if you see a rare enemy or a boss, try to get on range and cast your Avalanche like this, and for smaller minions you auto bomb with your melee and the triggered Avalanche boulders. Don't forget to auto cast your minion ability, because in my preview I didn't have it activated and that's why I had less crit chance, but oh well. It still looked good. So guys, this is all for the build. I hope we'll have fun with it. Maybe create something new out of it. If you like the video, just subscribe, leave a like, and you can visit me on Twitch to ask me questions or in the comments below. Thank you very much.